Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, the main suspect in OCS TALAAM's phone SIM swap case has been detained until Friday.
241373 Inspector Nixon Kiunga, ambayo ni mchunguzi wa hii kesi. Hiyo SIM card na simu yenyewe ilikuwa imechukuliwa na maafisa wa IPOA kwa uchunguzi wa kesi nyingine alikuwa ameshtakiwa nayo, na kwamba ile SIM card ilikuwa inatumika kutapeli watu. Uchunguzi wetu ulituonyesha kuwa simu ya bwana TALAAM ilikuwa replaced ama swap, na ile gadget ambayo ilitumika kuswap ile simu ilikuwa registered ama kwa kutumia ID ya mlalamishi.
This case of SIM swap, you know what I'm looking at, you know where my eyes are, ladies and gentlemen, in this case. If at all Brian is found guilty to have done the SIM swapping, and you look at the case of Albert Ojwang, that TALAAM was not present at the facility, and let's assume an SMS was sent from TALAAM to Mukwana. OCS TALAAM can easily vindicate himself from this blame game. It's very easy. It's very easy. Let me tell you how it's going to happen. I hope you're going to agree with me. If this execution of SIM swap is successful and Brian Kiprono is found guilty to have probably maybe interfered with OCS TALAAM's phone and sent a message, or probably and withdraw funds there, then if he can withdraw funds from OCS TALAAM's phone, or he can send a message from OCS TALAAM's phone, then why can't he send a message from OCS TALAAM's phone to Police Constable Mukwana? The kind of message can be, make sure this suspect is detained and given thorough beating. Assume that is a message that originates from OCS TALAAM's phone, but it's not the OCS sending it, because OCS, according to what we were told, alikuwa mahali na mambo ya happy hizi, unaelewa ya maneno. So if that is to be successfully executed, then unapata kwamba OCS TALAAM atakuwa sio guilty, kwa sababu simu hakutumia, mtu alinterfere na akatuma message, na message ilipotumwa ikaenda kwa huyo, na huyo alipoipata aka-act accordingly. This is how this matter is going to be complicated. I'd like us to look at this matter extensively. The courts have given until Friday for Brian Kiprono's bail application. So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, kindly take this opportunity, support the work we do on this channel by liking this video and subscribing to our channel. And to our existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. So this is how this drama started, ladies and gentlemen.
That same number has been sending messages soliciting for money. Among the victims is Mr. Cliff Mbeta.
The people who are now compromising the integrity of the gadget belonging to our client, because as my seniors stated that so many people have received messages soliciting for money from our client's mobile phone. So the big question tonight is, what will happen to the entire investigation?
They have access to exhibits. Those are investigative processes, and it doesn't get to the board. And it is on that basis that I humbly ask also for good order and to enable me report back for the necessary reporting to come back to the court. It would be good for us to get the exact timing, the details of the timing of those messages. He has just given us the number, and Jibril confirms that that number is actually the OCS's number. But we need the timings of those messages, the different content, which maybe you can direct us, like we can do after the court session or now. And lastly, Your Honor, we are alive also to the fact of something called spoofing. I've actually experienced it in another court at some point. This is just sharing for the knowledge of the court and for the media, because it is a very serious allegation before the media. Spoofing is something equivalent to what we call cloning of human beings. So that when you want to issue your phone, I'm not accusing anybody, but I'm just giving you a possible scenario. Before you issue your phone for an investigative process, that spoofing happens. So concurrently, something is happening behind the scene to be seen as if your phone is still active elsewhere, yet it is controlled by a different gadget and even a different SIM card. So since we are alive to that, we take it very seriously, and especially because I've said at no point, in fact even for me as counsel at IPOA, at no point do I interact with the exhibits.
The phone was still with IPOA, like in the air intercept. Could be some kind of hacking things. So baada ya intercept vile, that's when messages started being relayed to people anyhowly. So he was relaying these messages without knowing who he was sending the messages to. So do you think Brian Kiprono, if he's found guilty, then OCS TALAAM is going to be set scot-free? Because it shall have been argued that this phone of OCS TALAAM must have been intercepted by someone who originated that kind of message to Mukwana, who ended up delivering as per the request in those messages. So you see, this is a very delicate thing, and I think you understand what is going to happen if that should be executed well. So, ladies and gentlemen, Brian Kiprono is the man behind bars over this issue of OCS TALAAM SIM swap. So based on your own understanding, ladies and gentlemen, do you think if Brian is found guilty, it shall make the case complicated, and as a result, OCS TALAAM is going to be set free? Do you think that is what is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen? Just go below in the comment section and tell us what you think is going to happen should the suspect accused of swapping OCS TALAAM's SIM be found guilty of doing it. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Till we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.